What is going on, beautiful people? Listen, have you ever heard the saying that either the meeting needs you or you need the meeting? Let me tell you. I was on this meeting the other day and had the opportunity to hear from a brand new life insurance agent that never thought about insurance before in his life. Never thought about being an agent in his life. His passion was being a firefighter. And that is what he does every day, full time, for years. This young man, his name is Brian. He had said on the call that the reason he decided to get into final expense insurance specifically is because one day there were 6 different family members that had passed away in a fire. Not in the same fire, not at the same time, but in a day span, 6 people died in the family. And he said it just kept ringing in his ear what individuals would say. They would say, why my aunt? Why my uncle? Why my mom? Why my daughter? Why? It was, why did that individual have to die, right? It was like that. Why that person? The second thing he remembered individuals saying was like, Jesus, like, my God, why? Crying out to God. The third thing that he recalled people saying was, I wish I had more time with them. I wish I would have came when they asked me for this or that or the third. That's that guilt, right? He said, and the last thing that he would hear, which rang louder than the first 3 things, oh my God, did they have life insurance? How are we going to pay for this? What did they want? Right? And he said he just sat there and he would hear these individuals saying that. And of course, the firefighters do what they have to do. They're doing their job. They try to console as much as they can. But he said he kept hearing this over and over and over and over. And he's like, I need to make a difference. Y'all, when I tell you, this young man is making a difference in the community with helping individuals because he finally understood there was something else outside of being there trying to help as many people as possible during a fire. But on his off time, he said, why can't I help people get protection? So that in the event that there was an accident, the family's covered. And the loved one won't have to worry about, how are we going to pay for this? Did they have coverage? Right? So I wanted to share that with you because we talk about everything in the world. We plan for everything in the world. We spend money on everything else but our final arrangements. The cash that we need, and not even we need right away. Because we're going to be dead, y'all. We're going to be dead. Okay, we're going to be dead. I'm sorry, but we are. It's the money that our loved one is going to need. And a lot of us don't want to talk about it. We don't want to hear about it. We don't want to think about it. But it's the reality. None of us are getting out of here alive. None of us. Well, unless we get caught up in a rapture. But we don't know when that's going to happen. So in the meantime, we need to pray and prepare for right now. Right? So I listened to Brian and I was like, man, I thank God I'm not a firefighter. I don't want to see, death in that light. I really don't. I just don't. I understand wanting and having that passion to serve the community and wanting to help and wanting to save lives. But when you want to save lives so much, you're going to see the lives that you couldn't save, right? You're going to see what you couldn't save. I'm not interested in that. So I love final expense. You guys know I've been doing this since 2011. And I want to help the individuals I can. And even though I'm sitting with you and I'm helping you, it's really the family members that I don't even see and maybe never even have an opportunity to meet that I'm serving. So it's not just you. And that brings me joy. It's like I know that I'm serving so many more people than just the person I'm sitting with. But I'm excited to help you get your things in order so that you can show your family, oh, I do love you. I love you so much that I'm not going to allow my death to cause you stress and financial ruin. That's big. So what do? I am a final expense specialist. I sell cash every single day. That is what I do. Because my benefit pays out to your family in 24 hours of claim approval for the immediate need of the family. So whether they need that money for a cremation, for their burial, for the plot, for the apartment building rent, for the mortgage for a couple months, whatever the case may be, the memorial, whatever that money is needed, cash, right? On top of the family support service, that's going to make sure that your family is not taken advantage of. And what does that mean? That means that the money you've been spending on your regular life insurance, your job insurance, and maybe your final expense, no money is going to be taken advantage of. So more money goes to the family. That's what my company does. So when you sit and say, well, I have insurance through my job, okay. But does your family know how to get it? Does your family know how to make sure that there's no extra money taken out of it? No, they don't. That's why you need me. Do you have another policy with another company that may take 6 weeks to 6 months to pay out, that you've had for years? That's why you need me, because my company can work with that company and help to get that money paid out in 24 hours of claim approval. Long as you've had that policy for more than 2 years, right? But yes, that's the family support service. Because even though you may know what you need to do, does your beneficiary know? So again, my name is Christine Austin. I have been a final expense specialist since 2011. You see my little board over there? I am empowering 50 families this month with cash fast and making sure that their policies are in order over the phone or in person. 412-609-6264. Let's not allow our families to wonder what is going on. Go ahead and give me a call. I'm going to get you hooked up. I'm going to get you some ID cards so your loved ones will have a card that they know who to call when that time comes, because tomorrow is not promised to none of us. And don't wait too long, because I don't know when God's going to call me home either. And that's real. Peace.